I am here to talk to you, that's right, about the future of awesome human genetic engineering. Ooh, scary, right? Don't worry, we're going to have a lot of fun. I understand I'm your last speaker before dinner, so I can understand I hear a lot of hungry stomachs in the audience. So we're going to keep moving along. A little bit about who I am. As a geneticist, I am a human, right? That's me. Remember, everything went downhill from this period. I used to be handsome and charming, and look at me now, right? I have about the same amount of hair now as I did then. So again, I'm also a very serious professional. As you can tell, I take my work very seriously. When it comes to genetics, to be perfectly honest, I consider myself a super genius. Evident by some of my Nobel laureate level work, as you can see here, right? So these are my credentials just to start off our talk. So let's keep going. When we talk about human genetics, we need to understand some basic things. The gene pool, right? What is the current gene pool that we have from a human genetic perspective? Okay, well, there are, first off, nasty things that affect us, you, me, everyone around here, from a gene pool. Let's talk about them. They are including things like stratification, climate change, sea level rise, ooh, CO2. Who loves CO2? Raise your hands, okay. See you out there, okay, very good. Shaky economies. Who has a house that's underwater? This guy, okay, right? Really excited about that. Access to clean food and water. I mean, these are some nasty, pervasive things affecting us on a global perspective. And here, right in Arizona, we have a great political climate, right? Let's be perfectly honest. It's exciting, isn't it? We're really making good things happen. So again, we've got a lack of a great gene pool. Well, let's figure out what kind of gene pool we have. First, on one hand, we have hippies, right? Who's a hippie? You know, it's okay, put your hand. Yeah, come on, thank you very much. So hippies, really, they've got a bad reputation. They smell kind of funny, right? And what else? You know, they love rabbits over profits. Protect the earth. Save the bunnies. Ooh, sure, fine. Well, then we've also got the antithesis of that. We have capitalists. Well, remember now, capitalists don't have a great reputation. They love money over their own mother. You know what, Mom, I'm sorry I had to ship you off to pasture, but I got a great deal. And their idea of camping is like going to the Holiday Inn, but with landscaping, right? Well, roughing it, we're going to the Holiday Inn. So we've established that there are some nasty things out there. There's a lack of a great gene pool. Well, what do? How do we find a way forward? You know, we can do a few things. We can separate them all. Let's take all of those stinky hippies. Let's stick them all on the West Coast to where, obviously, where hippies reside. They all come from, name the 3 cities, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle. Excellent, right? 3 out of 3. Give yourself a pat on the back. We could just send all the capitalists over to the East Coast in New York. 1%. We are the 1%, right? We could all get together and sing Kumbaya. Probably not going to happen when we're really thinking about that. Now, for those of you in government or academia, we could do a 10-year long-term longitudinal study. And after that, we're going to commission more work because we're not quite sure what that 10 years got us. So I think the answer is clear. It's clear to me, and I hope it's clear to all of you. What do we do about human genetics? Well, obviously, we need to make a new human. You saw my creative work earlier, right? I'm going to show you the path forward. Remember, genetics, super genius. So let's talk about the two ends of the spectrum. We identified the hippies and the capitalists. So I want to understand the current genetic makeup of a hippie. This is actually my brother. No, I'm just kidding. I found this online. So let's see what makes up a hippie. You know, hippies make up people, they love rainbows and dolphins and things like that, evident by their clothing choice. If you didn't know, hippies are actually involved in a gang, right? As well, hippies, again, they smell. And what does it smell like? It smells like freedom, right? And they often have dreadlocks where they hide little vegan organic treats, things like this in there. Again, let's move to the antithesis of this, the capitalist. Who do you think I'm going to show? I don't know. Our favorite, do not pass go guy, right? Daddy, look at this guy. So he can make a suit of endangered animals, right? Why not? I mean, why shouldn't we be using giant pandas if they breathe like Egyptian cotton, right? We have a sneaky mustache. Anyone with that well-groomed a facial hair must be tricky. I see a couple of nice mustaches here. Fantastic. It's Movember. That's right. They smell fantastic. Not like dirty hippies. Except, what do they smell like? They smell like oppression. Right? And they also, in order to keep all those 99% away, so as we move forward, we present to you, for the first time, the Executive Hippie. The equitable combination between the two. Yes, that's right. We have strategic vision as an Executive Hippie. They view things not through rose-colored glasses, but through a new lens of success, sustainability, if you will. It's a new flavor to business and doing things. How do you incorporate profits and principles together? That's right. We've got hygiene. Remember, great beard, but also smells fantastic. And evident by your modest presenter here, remember, collared shirt and no tie, what does this mean? It means I'm formal, but I like to party. Right? So as we move forward, really, how do we get to the next steps? And this is the crucial part, and I'll excuse myself after this. We need to truly splice our educational fields. How do we take traditional-based education that is myopic in its normal sense, and how do we break those barriers down? How do we truly work together in an interdisciplinary manner in order to educate on the most pressing issues of today? How do we grow our profit appendage? How do we understand that things like the word profit is not bad, but rather how can you pursue profits with principles? How do we educate on that? And then how do we provide gene therapy, if you will? How do we bring the hippies and the capitalists together in order to find that equitable balance between the two? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to excuse myself. I do have another engagement. Not just an engagement, it is actually my engagement. And not just by my engagement, actually my wedding. So I just left a few moments ago my rehearsal. I'm now heading to my rehearsal dinner because tomorrow evening, this lovely woman that you see up here, Jennifer, the love of my life, I have the honor and great pleasure soon to be her husband tomorrow afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Have an excellent evening.